Temba, how's it? You excited about the show?
Am I excited by the show or about this show?
About the show.
Yeah, and both. But yeah, about the show.
That is a lekker jacket.
It is,
man.
It looks like... I want to say you subscribe to some Afrikaner company, but I'm not going to say it. What does it say?
Shiva.
What does Shiva mean?
It's old folksy. Volkswagen, Beatles and stuff.
Oh.
Old money.
Two-tone corduroy, you fashion rebel, you.
Okay.
Pushing the envelope, eh?
It's going to be fire.
I'm just going to take this off. Let's roll the credits. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I decided I wasn't going to wear my two-tone jacket. Just took on too much flair. Flack for it is what I'm saying. But talking about a man who knows how to give the flack, that's for sure. One of the cheekiest tongues in South Africa. Can't say anything more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Mr. Mothebe.
That is welcome to the show, Mo.
Thank you, my brother.
That is a dope jacket.
Thank you, bro.
So
I got it from the internet.
Where did you get it from?
Tiny Asian hands made this. That's what I
So
can say.
let's get into the moral conversation of imported clothing. I'm not against it. I've been on the Temu app a while. I've ordered like 10 times.
Yeah. Is it safe if I say it's a gift? Does it vindicate me?
Too late now. You already said you bought it.
Depends. Yeah.
No, look, I got it on Shein. I'm not going to sit here and lie to anyone. I got it from Shein. Obviously, tiny hands made it that are not of age.
Yeah.
I haven't ordered since.
Out of guilt or
jacket
out of budget?
Is that my camera? Is that my
Yeah.
my Jim from the office moment? Yeah, I haven't bought since. I've changed.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Listen, Mo, we got you on the show because we're big fans of your work. We watched quite a lot of it.
Thank you.
But wanted to ask you, well, the big question on this podcast,
Yes.
of course, is how's life? So if I had to pose that to you, you can tell us highs, lows, what's making you grumpy, what's keeping you up at night? Mo,
Sir,
how's life?
life's good at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Yeah, I've been very blessed this year. Been working on really dope projects, keeping me busy. And stop buying clothes from the Asian online shops. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been very blessed. Now I'm good, man. I'm working on we do a sports kind of, I don't want to say show. That's on Supersport at the moment. That's really good. Now I'm doing comedy frequently. Traveling the Republic, soon to travel to Europe again.
Ooh,
So
nice.
yeah, I'm in a good place. I can't complain.
By Europe, you mean Windhoek, Namibia?
No, sir.
Actual Europe.
no. I'm going to Milan and Barcelona. Yeah.
Nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
Doing comedy.
No, I might do a spot in Barcelona, but I'm visiting my cousin in Milan, and then Barcelona. I was just going there just to unwind a little bit, and then someone hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I can get you a spot there." I was like, "Oh, cool. I'll do like a 10-minute set."
Nice.
Are you kidding me? Why would they start knocking now? Maybe go and ask them. Okay.
Somebody tried to contribute some ambient hammering, which we don't take kindly to. But it sounds like things are interesting, man. This super sport gig.
Yes, it's we're doing with TNW. That's a production company. The same gentleman that did Chasing the Sun.
Okay.
So the umbrella is Smash Sports, and then our show is called Football Faras. It's just basically soccer.
And do you guys talk and make comedy on?
Yeah. So how would they describe it? It's a football show with comedy.
I feel like I read a brief about this once, and then
We had the casting together, nigga.
Oh, you didn't get it. Oh, awkward.
Am I allowed to swear in this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the casting together, brother. Yeah. So we did tests together. Me, you, Mojag, Courtney, Candace Kardashian, rather. And a bunch of other people. Obviously, didn't make it. So
you didn't get it. Sorry. I saw your new BMW, man. Congrats, bro.
oh no, nothing of the sort. No.
so that's going to be one of the most awkward things. So funny enough, our first interaction was meeting on an ad, and I want to chat a little bit through the ad and audition process because I don't think a lot of people understand it. But to set the background, I didn't even introduce you properly. To say we got in our presence right now a comedian, an actor.
Oh no.
Thespian.
No, not thespian.
That's disrespectful to thespians and actors. No, I'm a comedian that's done some acting.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I wouldn't. I say this because I've seen people from social media that call themselves comedians, but I haven't done the craft.
Yeah.
So I would never call myself an actor because I've done some acting, but I wouldn't put that label on myself just yet. But
Nice.
yeah, I'm a comedian fundamentally and a writer.
That's admirable. Okay, so talking about our first ad together.
Yes. What
that's
year was that, Tim? 15, 16?
That far
17.
back? No, it could be
17.
7 years ago. 7 years ago. We did a Take a Lot advert.
The first ever Take a Lot ad, by the way.
Was it the
The
first,
first ever Take a Lot ad.
Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen,
yeah.
the two guys in the first ever Take a Lot ad, and they flew. One thing that confused me about this, so it was a Christmas campaign, right? And they had Mo was the warehouse manager of Take a Lot,
Yes.
and then I was like the driver, I guess.
Yes.
That was supposed to take Santa around to deliver like presents and stuff. So it was a really cool, nice feeling ad. What I don't understand is they flew in a Santa Claus from the UK.
And he was vibes.
Worth it.
That's a youth version. That nigga was rock and roll, yo. He was in between takes just telling me like, yeah, I was at the hotel and I ordered my we're still wearing a wire. We're still wearing a mic, bro. You never gonna get another gig. You're saying other shit, but yeah, it was fun. It was a fun experience. Yeah.
Take a lot.
Oh,
Gotta
fuck.
love
I
Take
hope
a
I haven't fucked up that nigga's chance of getting more gigs. But anyway, yeah. He was rock and roll though.
He's back in the UK. But I was also just like, you guys couldn't find
a bearded white man in South Africa.
Yeah.
to fly this guy in all the way. But that was
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I mean, the auditioning process is I've stopped going. I won't lie to you. Like I've been doing it long enough that certain directors and certain agencies kind of put my name forward for certain things.
Yeah.
But like, there'll be times when I work out and my body fluctuates. Obviously, when you're working out and stuff like that. And then the one time I got a brief where they said like, handsome, not model. That's normally the things that I get.
Yeah.
And then in shape. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This seems like it's with comedic timing. I'm like, oh, there's very few people that work out and have comedic timing.
Yeah.
When I get there, it's every bouncer in Joburg. I was like, nigga,
What is this?
physically, I'm not part of this realm. Yeah. And then there's other ones where I get there and it's kind of like handsome, charming, but not intimidating with his good looks.
Yeah.
And you get there and it's just the prettiest niggas in Joburg. You're just like, oh, this is... You know, guys that are that good looking, when you look at them, you're like, if a bill came, it's like 1,000 Rand and they had to calculate 10%. And they can't use their calculators or their phones. They're using fingers and toes. It's taking a while for them to get that 10%. So yeah, it's heartbreaking though, the auditioning process.
No, well, so I think one of the things. But if you've been to a couple
I hate
of
it.
auditions.
It's the worst because everyone around you is better looking, funnier. It's just, I don't know. I get so insecure. I can never back myself at an audition. It's just, it throws me so much.
No. But I'm sitting with three guys who I've seen frequently on TV. I'm sitting with two guys, sorry.
Yeah,
that I've seen
yourself
frequently.
included as well. You can speak in the third person. Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is, so I think one thing that people don't understand about auditions is that people look at you like you're not a person. You're not
number.
you're just a number. So you pull in there and they're like, no, he's too.
Yeah.
Do this, do that.
Yeah.
He's very short and fat. No. And I'm saying like, bro, we're in an enclosed room where I can hear every word he's saying. Like, people are like, but you see that thing on his ear? Oh, no, that's not gonna work.
Can we change the nose on that one? No, we can't. That's your real. Okay, that's your.
This is him. This is who we got. And then the surprising thing is, you get down to that short list, and then no one wants to speak to each other. So
the callbacks.
for callbacks, because so we got shortlisted, two of us, me and another dude, and
Say his name.
Shame him.
Say his name.
Shame him.
So the two of us are there, and we're like, but we're both the same height. It's gonna be like a nuanced decision. There's gonna be something, kind of thing. And then when the ad flighted, they had Bobby Skinstad in the ad.
What?
And
Okay.
we're like,
They replaced you.
Wow.
They went from two short black men to Bobby Skinstad. That's
it's
madness.
like sometimes I feel like you guys don't know what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Like,
I just want to shame you in the audition process because that's what it is, dude.
It's you become so vulnerable. I had one where, so the script that my agent had told me to read for the character was the English speaking character, and his friend was speaking Zulu. When I got there, the director said, "So you're reading for Lwazi?" I'm like, "No, I was reading for the English speaking friend." He's like, "No, why would we have you?" You have for Lwazi. I'm like, no, I was told. And he's like, so he says to me, so you're not prepared? And the money was nice, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm prepared. Can I just have the script? I can't even speak Zulu, let alone read the motherfucker.
I can do it.
Like, yeah, give me that thing I've never read before my whole life. It was the most embarrassing 30 seconds of my life where I was like, manje uyabona unguti mina. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Yeah,
I'm gonna see myself.
yeah, just call my agent. Yeah, just look, we tried our best.
Yeah.
But you go through a lot of those situations.
So one of the more confusing moments I ever had is, I think it was, the guys were looking for a camp secretary to go next to this like boss chick kind of thing. So I was like, and I just moved to Joburg, so I was like, trying to get in any ad I can, and I was like, I can do that. I can do a little bit of camp for sure. So borrowed some wardrobe just to have the right attire. Didn't want to. If you're gonna mess up anywhere, it's gonna be the fashion where you're gonna give it away.
Fair.
So I rented some of the right clothing, and I pulled up. And the question I had to ask myself is, at what point am I camp? Do I arrive camp?
Oh yes.
Or
When there's action.
because
when there's action.
we're not always the character. So I got out the car, and like every dude that was coming for the audition, he was camp. Everyone was. I mean, I'm assuming everyone was gay, but there was lots of campness going on around. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna assimilate, man. Assimilate. And
Daniel Day-Lewis, my boy, Method.
next minute, I'm talking about having a boyfriend. I'm talking about exes and stuff in the waiting room. I'm agreeing to meetups next week with other guys, and I was like, I didn't even get the jobs. So I was just, but one of those questions I always ask myself.
You didn't
like,
get the
at
job,
what
but
point?
you now have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in 7 years. It's been going.
Yeah,
It's been
turbulent times.
Are you said you're a writer as well?
Yes, sir.
Do you mean like long form or more like how do you write your show? Like
No, television writer. I've written a feature and I've collaborated on a lot of projects. What can I talk about?
anything that's out that you can
Yeah,
name drop?
I wrote in the roast of Minnie Dlamini, and I've written like 3 other roasts before that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that for me is the most kind of intense experience.
Yeah.
Writing a roast, being part of a writing team for a roast. It's so because you have to tap into a very like dark part of your mind
yeah.
constantly. So for this last project, it was 6 days a week for 5 weeks. It was man. You like it's dark, man.
Like you're hating on. You gotta hate
And
on
you know them
people.
personally as well, which makes it more fucked up, right? So
Yeah.
you just like it was a dark process. It was a writing team of about 6 of us, and then at the end of the process, all of us realized that we go to therapy or we just drink for a little bit,
Yeah.
like
What's
independently.
cheapest?
Yeah, it was dark, man. Like I remember the one time we went for drinks as writers together, and one of our other comedian friends came in that wasn't part of the writing room. And usually you just greet the person and you hug them, say what's up. But this time I felt myself do it. As soon as you walked in, I was just like surveying him top to bottom, looking for weaknesses to roast, right? And then I did, and I found something, and I started going at him, and then I was like, oh, that's not good. I remember like after I just got it on my system, I was like, oh fuck, that was horrible. But my friend Christopher Steenkamp that was next to me, he's like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was just observing this motherfucker looking for weaknesses. So it's hard to write a roast. It's not hard, it's fun, but it's mentally you have to tap into that unkind place consciously and like keep choosing to tap into it until you're done with the process.
Yeah.
If you want to have like a great project at the end of it, yeah.
But isn't it more natural? Like I know what you're saying right now, but in life, when you sit at a coffee shop and you see someone walk by, do you first go to something positive or do you first go to something negative? Isn't it just normal to be mean?
It might be easier for some people to be mean. I mean, even when you're doing crowd work as a comedian, you make fun of things they can't change. You understand what I'm saying? So you can make fun of your socks or your shirt, but you never look at like the actual, oh, look at this nigga's earlobe. You know what I mean? Like now you're getting personal and you're deep and you know them personally. Now you're doing a deep dive into their shit. So it's more evil than playful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can diss your shoes. You're not going to be offended by your shoes.
Yeah.
You just wear a different pair. If I talk about your gap, and if you're not comfortable with your gap, this is going to haunt you. You're going to get braces tomorrow if you're insecure. You know what I mean? So there's that kind of level of, that's what you want to do at a roast. You want to break them to a point. I mean, it's not a kind project. If you sign up for it, you're brave and you're very comfortable in yourself. But
Because inherently, as humans, like I've got a daughter now that's like 1.5, and we inherently we're bad people. We walk around, kids push each other. They're like, so you need to learn. Don't do that, or be nice, be kind. Inherently, we're like just bad people. But now getting paid to be bad is a whole different vibe.
especially if it's not in your character. I mean, we're comedians, but we don't roast every day all the time.
Yeah.
So once your mind is kind of like in that way of thinking, it takes like 2 weeks, or it took me 2 weeks to go back into regular. Okay, just leave.
How would you-
she's your helper. Don't
Would
say
you be
things about
open
her.
to like being roasted? Like,
Ooh,
do you think
shucks.
you'll take it? You can take it.
I did the Comedy Central roast battle. I didn't lose my round, and then I lost in the finals, and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to take this further because I mean it's dark, bruh. And also people will highlight your insecurities.
Yeah.
You might think your eyebrows are like just niche and charming.
Yeah.
Someone with the penchant for words might describe him as something else. Now it's on the internet for eternity.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Look at that nigga, the cauliflower.
Booking a Botox
Yeah.
session tomorrow.
It was like when you lose an argument. It's that feeling of when you lose an argument and just like the words ring in your mind in the shower 5 years later. Motherfucker. Yeah. So sad.
And all the rebuttals, all the perfect lines you could have come back with.
Yeah.
And especially in the comment section, there's better suggestions. The
Yeah.
videos up there, but then
Yeah.
there's randoms giving better suggestions.
You know who's the worst? Kids are the worst at roast. The best at roasters, and the people in the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Children.
I made someone burned me so bad. I'm fine now. So I went through a divorce.
Fine now.
I went through a divorce like 5 years ago.
Sorry, brother.
And I made a video. So Grey College is very popular Afrikaans rugby school. They've delivered Springboks, the most Springboks in South African history. So I made this really stupid video where I grab a Springbok jersey out of my closet. The one character asked him, "Hey, you never told me you were a Springbok." And then the guy says, "Yeah, didn't I tell you I was in Grey College?" It's the stupidest joke. Yeah, but the Grey College kids doubled down on that video. And the one comment was like, at least our school went longer than your marriage. Yes, and I was like, that hurt.
Yo.
But I was like, I didn't even engage further because that dude's going to feel bad in 10 years' time because you grow up and you become a...
Do you think he will though?
I think you will. I think...
He's got that printed out and framed.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
true, maybe.
I made him cry.
But people can be mean online. You
People-
forget that stuff.
On the internet, especially because it's like it's not in real life, so they have more courage behind the keyboard.
Exactly.
But even like when it becomes nonsensical, like I got into an argument and I was trying to tell people, someone was giving financial advice, and I don't even know why I was there. I shouldn't be giving a financial advice, but I was like, this is bad advice. And then people were like, why are you hating? And I'm like, I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's bad advice. They're like, oh, look at you, got a verified account, probably got 2 cents in your account. Now I'm sitting there like, I'm about to upload a bank statement, man, just to prove a point, because I'm like, to someone I don't know. It's, It's toxic.
Yeah,
man.
the internet. I'm assuming this is Twitter.
No, that was even on Facebook, man.
Oh, Facebook is entertaining because it's 5 years behind, right? It's a good old time capsule, man.
I'm not brave enough to tweet things, man.
But it's like with what happened with the whole Miss South Africa thing. Yes, dude, people were mean. That whole thing spiraled so quick.
I stick to Instagram, man. It's pictures.
Yeah, just judge up
images.
here.
Pictures tell 1,000 words.
Fire
and
flame
half those
emojis in
words
the
I don't have
comments.
to know.
And like, I get paid for words. I stay away from the other stuff.
But let's get to the beginning of it though. Comedy.
Yes.
So like a lot of the people have been on the show, they've got outlying careers and that sort of thing. Everyone's kind of got an interesting story about where they got to. Comedy is that first choice. How did that come to be, man?
I think I've always been like a bit of a funny kid. So I didn't have the typical comedian journey where they were kind of bullied and outlier and that kind of stuff. I played sports.
You were the bully.
Yeah, look, I'm not proud of that.
Bullying kids,
I'm not,
telling them jokes afterwards. Better be at my show.
And tell your mom I'm tired of the sandwich. Just switch it up for me. No, I was young, I guess, So I'm not proud of it, but I was a bit of a bully, not like a career bully. It was like a year when I was, just,
You freelanced. You dabbled.
you know what? Yeah,
I
freelance.
dabbled in breaking kids down.
I was a consultant. I'd come in for the special assignments and then obviously go back to being a regular person. Then I studied economics, but I was like, this thing inside me was like, I have to try comedy because I've always wanted to do it. So Kitcheners, I want to say 2013, the last show of the year there, I went, I did it. And my story is not like everyone else's where like the first time they bombed. It was rock and roll. Like that first 5 was amazing. In fact, like that first 5 got me on Comedy Central. So like I just kept at it. In that first 5 minutes, I was on a competition for Comedy Central. And then from there, I was fortunate enough to start getting paid within, I think, I want to say 10 months of me starting stand-up. But it was like getting paid was like, what, 10 Rand?
Bro, there's homies of 5 years in waiting for that getting paid gig.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it was good enough because then you get better and you have access to the club shows and stuff. And then you can... I mean, comedy is one of the few art forms, if not the only one, where in order for you to get better, you have to perform in front of strangers.
Yeah.
So there's no, like, if you play an instrument, you can practice behind the scenes by yourself. If you're an actor, you can go over your lines. With stand-up, you have to do it in front of the people in order to get better. So I was fortunate enough because of that first 5 minutes, I got more gigs and I just kept doing it more and more. And just that 5 became 10, 10 became 15, and then here we are, I think 11 years later.
Were your parents supportive when you told them this is what I want to do? Was it like, no, economics?
Yeah, accountant father was very proud that I chose to be a comedian. No, they were very supportive. I won't lie to you, man. My parents are very dope. They were very chilled with it. They helped me out along the way. They were very, Very, very supportive. Yeah, I can't take that away from them.
We can roast them now if you want to roast them.
Oh, you're a crazy person. No, my parents have been mad dope, man. They've been very supportive. Even currently, they're still very supportive and understanding of the thing. And it's obviously something foreign to them. The concept. Entertainment is fine to a certain extent because, like actors and maybe musicians. But when you say like, no, I think of something funny in the shower and then
You can sell it.
I tell strangers.
Yeah, you can write it down and sell it to someone. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? So the things you think in the shower and then they laugh. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. And sometimes,
But that's going to happen to us. I mean, when I was in high school, I'm a bit older than you guys, cell phones came out. So just think of since cell phones came out, where you are now, there's jobs like influencing where you get paid to make videos about products. And our parents had to there was a job that didn't exist. So our parents had to unlearn and learn new things.
Yeah,
okay, so
absolutely.
you don't have to study, but you can do this. But that's going to happen to us as well with our kids in 20 years' time going wait, what? There wasn't a certain thing and now you can make something with your brain or whatever, some whack
That's so
invention.
true, yeah.
It's going to happen.
But at least the leap's been within an understandable amount of time for our lifetime. Whereas for them, they went from telephone to 2 telephones in the house. That's 100 years.
Yeah.
We went from no telephone, maybe, or from house telephone to digital smartwatch.
yeah, you're tapping with your watch. sometimes.
Tapping with
Yeah,
your watch.
Now Elon Musk is tapping
from checkbooks,
implanting stuff in
Talking
your
to
brain.
the house.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn off the lights.
That's crazy.
That and what's happened in the last 20 years is incredible. And I think at least we've managed to get our head around that from going to remember infrared with
Dial-up internet, bro.
Dial-up internet.
Checkbooks. Imagine from going from checkbooks to tapping with your watch now.
Do you guys remember, how old are you?
I'm 34 South African years old.
Do you guys remember when you can call 1026 to find out the time?
Yeah.
You can call
And
it
then
still.
Well, let's discuss what's going on here. How old are you guys? You guys are saying things now that I don't.
No. Just same age.
Okay, how old are you?
Let me break your brain. 1026?
14 hours, 40
You
minutes
just call and they tell you
and
the time.
40 seconds.
Can I do an Afrikaans now?
Wanneer u die sein hoor, is dit 14 uur 40 minute.
Yeah. It was just a stupid thing. If you want to know what the time is, you call. It's free.
So you just go to a public phone and just be like,
Yeah.
"I'm press this shit and find out the time."
Exactly.
You are a very well-behaved, rebellious child. You weren't pranking the cops and that kind of stuff. Like, no,
Yeah.
nigga, let's find out the time.
Let's find out the time.
Let's find out the time.
I'm just at how far away is the closest person with a watch?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking as well. Yeah.
Just a cell phone, anyone. There's so many places now. But I mean, this was 20 years ago.
Yeah, the cell phone, but
And
no
also,
watch.
what pressing issues did you have as a child that you need to hear the
Yeah.
time so badly?
What time is it?
I must make my appointment
Mom and Dad's fighting again.
before-
What time is it?
before Power Ranger starts. Yes.
Documenting it. But that's so. Just as a thought, I think we'll be able to embrace change a lot better. We're much better equipped, I think, at the very least. But chatting to some people and say for a parent, it's got to be hard. What are your aspirations in terms of relationships, kids?
Oh, like having offspring and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, shucks.
Multiplying.
It changes all the time, but at this current junction,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to finish this passport and then see what happens from there. I'm just trying to travel and do stand-up as much as possible and just create as much dope shit as possible. But obviously, whatever happens, if it happens organically, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't want a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ladies not looking, or maybe he's looking, but don't.
I said
don't
kid, I
come
don't know
with
about
kids.
relationship. No. I don't have time, man. That's the truth as well. I don't have time for romantic conquest because I'm I just want to maximize my output right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have this where you feel like you have pockets of where you're creating at the best or highest level.
Yeah.
So I want to ride this wave until I feel like, okay, cool, I need a break, and then I can focus on other shit.
Yeah.
Because my mind is just constantly creating right now.
So here's an interesting thing in terms of the hustle culture kind of thing. You're booking up your time. You're trying to make hay while the sun shines, so to speak. We know that we're in an industry where, hey, tomorrow everything could change, kind of thing. And we brought it up before, saying that hustle culture. And I always feel guilty if I'm not actually doing something of monetary value. If I'm just sitting doing nothing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
bro, you should be on a call, you should be networking, you should be creating something, whatever. Do you allow yourself to have those days, or are you completely focused in this space? No.
I, every now and then, weekends are more lenient to myself.
Yeah.
But if I'm not writing or shooting on a particular day during the week, I want to be reading or kind of punching up my own scripts or researching or doing something that like leads me to more creativity.
Yeah.
Or just watching stand up or going to comedy shows. So still enhancing in my own way with the things that I do. So yeah, I don't like being stagnant. It's let's do something.
What's your what do you read? What's your poison?
Oof, it fluctuates, man. I went through a big phase of African political biographies, and then now I'm just in an era of fiction. It's just like from all over the world. If it just entices me in the back, probably just like,
Did you read the Twilight books?
no.
This guy hasn't seen Twilight yet. Have you seen it?
I haven't either.
Damn it.
I haven't.
It might be a demographic
It's good.
thing, man.
It might be a demographic thing. That is funny.
Also selling Twilight to black people. Okay, so they are vampires. And they are rich. So
You already know too much, man. I'm
Excuse
getting
me,
suspect.
excuse me, the OG vampire was black. Wesley Snipes, Blade.
Blade.
Are you kidding me?
no, I was about to say
saw that
Dracula
one.
wasn't black, but fair enough. Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we went there, right? The nigga identifies as a nigga.
What I'm
That's
saying is,
funny.
guys, it's a good story. It
How did it end?
goes across cultures.
Did she choose the wolf or the vampire?
I can't remember, actually. I think she chose the vampire. Anyone here?
Check, yeah.
She chose the
Check.
vampire.
But she got pregnant with a wolf.
Oh.
Oh, didn't. Oh, spoiler alert.
She had a baby and then the baby ended up a wolf.
Oh, my word.
The baby. Oh, wow.
They
That
grew up
sounds.
really fast.
The baby grew up fast.
Jacob imprinted on 80 and then it was just, and then there was the whole scene where she was like, you got nicknamed my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster, and then
Oh, my word.
See, guys, I don't have time.
Are you a Black Panther fan? Did you watch Black Panther?
Yeah, I love that shit. I want to just go back to that quickly. We went off. So she was impregnated by a wolf, the wolf nigga.
no, by the vampire, but while she was still a human. Then she gave birth and then she got turned into a vampire.
Yes.
And then when, because the women,
No one can hear that.
Oh.
and then from his like pack, because they were trying to kill the baby, and then he imprinted on the baby, which meant that they couldn't kill the baby because it's like a soulmate thing.
But it's shot beautifully. So it will make sense. It's shot so beautifully.
So last question. So the baby, the vampire seed, right,
Yes.
ends up with the wolf,
Yes.
like romantically or just as a daughter.
No, like romantically.
You see, yeah. That's,
You want us to watch this, dog?
Are you kidding me? You dissing Twilight in a time where love is blind, Love Island. That's literally the same.
Yeah, but
nonsense.
I'm not marrying my ex's daughter, fam. Love is Blind's not about that. That's
Guys,
wild.
You wouldn't
They were
understand.
selling that to teenagers.
Yeah.
That's
but-
wild.
people love that. People
But
love that.
I wanted to ask. You said
So-
you love Black Panther. Temba hates superheroes.
Why?
I have no will to entertain anything.
That's not real.
Super powered. No, not even not real. Just super powered. I don't know.
Did you-
Maybe
It's the
maybe
costumes.
a deeper emotional thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Did you that like and then Game of Thrones? What was your stance on that?
Never.
Not
never
a-
had time for that.
Okay, let's go deeper then. Let's discuss your childhood. So Captain Planet, you're like, yo, fuck the Earth, man.
Get Power Rangers, nothing.
No. Power Rangers, nothing.
Turtles.
Like, as soon as there's magic powers or like a front flip or something, I'm out, man.
Seriously. So you just always like a child, like, oh, this is unrealistic.
No, like even last week, you're like, I can't come through. Going to Comic Con, I'm like, hey.
Or you think a fucking nerd or what?
No, I assumed it was like a work gig. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
they're paying him.
Yeah. I mean, that's so fascinating. So, like, the cinema buzz of the last like decade did nothing to you.
It's done nothing. But I think also in the same breath, like I've been outrunning poverty for the greater part of that. That takeout job was like the last one I did that year. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe it wasn't, but like,
What about
But-
when they changed Little Mermaid? Is
What?
that you start liking Little Mermaid?
And they made Little Mermaid black.
no, I never. I've stopped watching movies in 98.
No.
1998.
After Panic Mechanic, I was done. Yeah.
After Home Alone 3.
So,
Those you don't watch nothing from
cinema hasn't been the same. That's so fascinating. So you just generally don't watch like anything that's not like based in the real world.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
action
not.
movies as well. You're like, no one can do a backflip in a fire on the highway.
No, like okay, a little bit of an action movie I can watch, but as soon as there's magic, man, then I can't. I don't
And you
know
have
why.
children. How are you going to enjoy that?
No, well, children I've got. We just watch reruns of Disney for now, so I'm gonna try and get away with that for as long as I can.
But would you compromise for your children?
To watch like a superhero or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We'll
Maybe
see.
this is like something that's ingrained inside you. Like you.
No, it's not even like I don't want to. Like it's a time-based thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've never, or at least in the last couple of years, like, I never had time to sit down for like 120 minutes and watch. Because then you've got to watch a sequel, and if you don't,
Yeah, there's so
even,
many.
Even this Wolverines and vampires thing, my brain's smoking, my man. I need a mind map. So I end up watching
I
things.
just want to say that thing has bestiality and incest, and I just want everyone to know that you're selling that to children. Whoever wrote that,
that was
wild.
rough.
And they had Volvos as well. I'm like, why are these vampires driving these safe cars?
They have
My
class,
brother,
bro.
you can't die.
Safest cars.
Yeah, they should be driving like just smart.
Dayu, they can drive any car.
Of course, sir, you can't die.
Yeah.
But Judge Cute, man. But Judge Cute. But I wanted to talk about the landscape of comedy, man, in the modern sense. So obviously, we talk about things being PC. We
Cancel
talk about
culture.
Oh no,
cancel
man.
culture. Even in terms of let's bring it something closer to home. Even like in terms of venues,
Yeah.
and spots. So obviously, yeah, I've dabbled in the comedy.
I've haven't seen you live yet, but I've seen you on a couple of posters. I'm like, yeah, there
you've
goes
seen
my
me.
homie. Yeah. How are you
Shout
finding it so
out.
far?
It's been weird, man. Like, I think I've ended up doing a less traditional route, and it's the same thing as what you said, except I haven't built on it. Let me put it that way. So same thing. Everybody said, yeah, okay. My first comedy set was a 40-minute at Champagne Sports at 9 a.m.
Oh wow,
So yes, it was terrible.
40 minutes, your first time ever.
40 minutes, first time ever.
That's
9 a.m.
wild.
Champagne Sports. Then kind of brought it back. Did my first 10 minutes. Awesome. Next 10 minutes. Awesome. Just kept doing that. And it's been quite good. Yeah, there's been one or two moments where you're like, oops, that one didn't land so well. So I've been very blessed with the fact that, you know, it hasn't traditionally happened to me. And it's probably a curse.
You haven't died on stage yet.
Not like for a whole set.
It's inevitable, bro.
No, it is inevitable,
yeah.
and that's what scares me.
Oh, you're gonna die, bro. You're gonna bomb.
Yeah, no, it's coming. And the thing is,
But like more than once, bro. You're gonna like it's. No, I'm not saying. I'm not putting.
I think you need to quit. That's what he said.
I'm not putting an omen on you. I'm saying it's inevitable for every comic.
Yeah.
You're gonna like. There was a week I bombed 3 times in a row, bro.
Yeah.
And then the exact same material the following week, exact same venues destroyed.
Yeah.
But you just have to. It's a test of character, how much you love the thing, and also sometimes the comedy gods say, "Oh, okay,"
yeah,
and then you die. Yeah. But it's inevitable. You have to die on
smite
stage.
him, smite him.
You're gonna die, bro. You're gonna die. It's something that's inevitable in comedy.
Yeah,
You're gonna bomb.
But I think the hardest thing is, and it's not so much dying. Like I keep getting booked for corporate gigs, but that's because people are turning to social media to find their entertainment and everything. So now I'm in a room with people. I'm still trying to build up my confidence. I'm still trying to craft my jokes. I'm in a room with people who just want to get as much dope out of the company as they can before the 11 o'clock cutoff. And I'm standing there telling jokes. And I've been at an event end of last year. Bro, I just spoke to myself for 20 minutes in a room full of people.
Corporates are horrible, bro. No, I mean,
no one wants you there. They're just there to party.
and those have to finish their budget, but it's also what happens at corporates. Well, let me say from my experience, they see you at a club show, being a club comedian, being unhinged, being yourself, being free, talking about all the topics that you're talking about on stage, and they ask you to bring that to a corporate environment, but they don't want what they saw there. They're gonna, when you get to the corporate briefing, they're like, okay, but no swearing, hey,
No religion.
no sex, hey, no race, hey, no. So fundamentally, they're taking what they saw and they're cutting off like it's. They saw you as a Pegasus, but they don't want you to be a horse. Don't flap your wings anymore. Just be a regular horse. So you're gonna die at corporates, but the money's so good, we keep going back.
It's also a horse to honey. Terrible analogy. We'll just cut that part out. But in terms of like places to perform and stuff, what's
So man, there's 2 things I want to touch on. So there's been an influx of that, right? A lot of people. It's unfortunate for you guys, right? Because you have a huge social media following, right? So, but you're just starting out comedy. So when they see your face on the poster, the stakes are much higher for you. Because you didn't have the regular trajectory of a regular comic that goes through from being an open spot, then being a support act, being headliner, and then just being a one-man person. So you guys that are popular on the internet, when you do stand-up shows, you have way more pressure because you're already popular and you're known, right? So the stakes are higher for you. So it's unfortunate, that thing, but you just have to ride the wave and, I guess, it's fucked up because we've never seen it before. It's like if in the 90s, like a famous actor just decided to do stand-up, people can be more critical of them because they know them. So that's unfortunate. But the landscape in Joburg right now, it's not good, bro. We didn't have gigs. That's the truth, man. It's always been like Cape Town versus Joburg in the sense of gigs and comics and that kind of stuff. And I was in Cape Town in August for a week. They've got nice rooms there, bro.
Yeah.
You can almost do 2 gigs a night in Cape Town every night. Almost.
But I think also like the other thing about like stand-up rooms that people don't understand, like we've gotten to 1 or 2 places where I was in the walkway.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was in the walkway. The sound is awful. The rest of the room's sitting down there. So now I'm doing this delivery. I'm constantly rotating to try because it's facial expressions and stuff. So
Yeah.
I show these guys the face. They're laughing. These guys don't know what just happened.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The setup of the room is so critical, and I feel like Joburg hasn't cracked that nut yet.
No, COVID, bro. COVID fucked us.
Yeah.
Before COVID, we had like great rooms, man. You could work. You could do five gigs a week in Joburg.
Yeah.
And then more in the month, in the beginning of the month. But obviously, when COVID happened, a lot of establishments couldn't afford to keep paying for comedy. A lot of them went under.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to rebuild it. That's the word people are using, but you have to kind of adapt to the times as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if the culture is not there anymore, the following,
yeah,
like figure out how, like Skulk did it great in COVID, where he doubled down on his cell phone, just made like stuff every day, and he paid off big time.
yeah. Scott's gone now. Yeah.
But are you someone that's like, is there some topics you wouldn't joke about? Are you scared about the
I
whole
feel like
cancel
this man
culture?
will tread on.
I mean, as long as it's tasteful, and I mean, with every comic, I assume the intention is to make you laugh. No one is trying to be overtly offensive, in my opinion. So for me, I mean, there is areas of sensitivity where you have to be aware, but the intention is to make you laugh, and sometimes it doesn't work. But for me, shucks, yeah, there's obvious ones I won't talk about. You know what I mean? But like, other than that, nah.
But do you think South Africa has got a, like, has there ever been a celebrity that's been cancelled, like hardcore, like the career's over, like we've seen overseas? Like,
for stand up?
yeah, or just in general. I mean, I see Casper Nyovest is getting a lot of flack at the moment, but I don't think he'll get cancelled. But just in general,
I don't know.
I think people are too lazy to cancel in South Africa.
There's always gonna be something else. Someone's gonna do something next week.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be someone else that's gonna get their attention. So,
But I think we also like we love a thing. We love a thing. So something happens, everyone's talking about that thing. Next week,
We
we're back
need
to
to-
work.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
There's
what I'm
bills
saying.
that
We
need to be
ain't got
paid.
time to cancel.
yeah.
we don't have time to spend more than a week being irate about one thing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like next week, there's new issues, and we'll focus on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's a shame that comedy isn't given the space that it needs, especially like in Josie, because it's such a cool opportunity. And I think that's my feelings. Like when I watch people killing themselves laughing at a joke, you're just like, man, that is an undescribable feeling.
Oh, that's
like,
no amount of money, bro. That feeling of an idea that you thought about like a day ago.
Yeah.
And now you package it with your experience and you write it in your voice and that kind of stuff and you deliver it to strangers and they laugh.
yeah.
That's the reason you keep going back. That feeling, man, of just like, I this is my child and now look what it's doing to other people. Spreading joy, but also in just like a level of fulfillment. So that's why we keep doing it, man. I don't think anyone goes into stand up with the illusion of making money or becoming famous.
Yeah.
Because that comedy will, South African stand up comedy that will end very, very expeditiously. There's no, if you're in there for money and fame, oh my friend, you're in the wrong place. That's a long journey. You only start getting better after 10 years, which is another thing. You have 10 years of your life to just keep bombing at like bonfires in Centurion, Opi, fucking going to Grahamstown, taking a one-man show, performing to 4 people at 10 in the morning. You know what I mean? You're doing this because you fucking love it, right? It's a thing that you love, and yeah, bro, it's the best job in the world. But you just have to realize you're gonna be broke the majority of the time. It's like once you mentally understand that, it's a very financially, it's not the smartest decision ever.
Yeah.
If I had a child and they said stand up, it's a conversation. I wouldn't. They shouldn't know, because as much as everyone says you should have a thick skin, we're still sensitive.
Yeah,
we're still artists, so we are still sensitive as well. So it's you have to love the thing. That's the only reason you're still doing it, because it's money is inevitable. I'll say that you will make money eventually, right? But it's nigga, until you get to that point where you're making money. Yeah, it's you're looking at your microwave and your oven. You're like, I don't need both of you.
Yeah.
I take one of you cash
I can
converters.
sell the oven. The oven is built in.
Exactly.
I'm sure I can take this thing out.
The microwave is a baby oven. You know what I mean? Like, it's those kind of decisions.
The
But
landlord will understand.
yeah, but it's fun though. That feeling you just explained of the gratification of people laughing at something that you created, like just your brainchild.
But it's also like, so I'm a musician, and there's something that comedy and music does to people is like, there's a bunch of strangers in front of you, and you sing this song and the lyrics. It opens up people's hearts, and you have this into people's lives that no other occupation has, unless you're a heart surgeon. Then you can go directly
Literally.
to the heart.
Yeah.
But like no, my accountant doesn't have an into my emotional state or whatever, the cashier or whatever. It's just that's what makes arts and comedy so powerful, music especially as well.
I have to agree with you, and like a lot of kind of entertainment musicians are funny as well, and comedians also want to be musicians. You guys have a thing where you can just do a song from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll come here, hey guys.
Exactly.
This joke is from 2015.
Dude, musicians
Hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney is printing money off of songs that was cool
Yeah.
40 years ago.
You guys can do a cover,
Yeah.
and people still appreciate it. I come here, this is a Richard Pryor joke from 1975. But,
Yeah, no one will like that.
it goes Mudbone.
Unoriginal.
Yeah, you can't. So
Yeah, it's whack.
Yeah.
But on that note, we're talking about like how the way things have changed. Like I see some of the older comics still selling. Uncle Barry's still doing tours. I'm like, hey, but are you writing new? How is this happening? Kind of thing. But it was a state where you could write a show and sell that 100 times if you wanted to. Whereas now we got to do this whole self promotion. I see a lot of guys starting to put their clips, small clips. And like, but that joke is sold now. Like,
yeah,
you can bring it in on your set, but you can't put up too much of your set.
it is a tricky. So you have to find the balance, right? About like, if a joke about like I guess sacrificing your material and when to sacrifice the gag in its kind of in its age.
Yeah.
So you can't really, if you have a new gag that's fire and you're doing a special now, you want to find a way to not make that clip of that new gag the kind of the selling thing. Somehow just try to shield it, because a lot of the times we record things that live on these streaming platforms, but not many people see it.
Yeah.
And what we're realizing now is that YouTube is where people consume a lot of stuff. So people that did gags from like 2015 that they recorded for like Comedy Central or Showmax, they realized people didn't rush those specials. And now they retired a gag that maybe 1,000 people in the country saw.
Yeah.
So now they can bring it back. Now they have a bigger following, repackage that gag with more experience and a kind of a better understanding of their
Different
voice
angle almost.
and knowing themselves better as comics. And now it's almost, they perform it with the vigor of a new joke as well.
Yeah.
So there is that beauty in that, which is unfortunate, because when you signed the thing and sold it to Comedy Central or Showmax at the time, you're like, oh, this is fire. Then you watch it now, you're like, oh man, I was a young boy in the craft. Yeah, I was a grade 4. Now I'm proper like a PhD student of the craft. So give me that in the right hands. Yeah.
Do you get that? Do you get to ever like look at your old work?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed. There's music videos on there. I'm like, we did a music video in Speedos in J-Bay that we're just standing in the water singing, and it's like, I don't know why. Like there was no motivation.
no reason.
We had
for
no
this.
money. It was just you're young and stupid, and you're not
Yeah.
even drunk. You're just like, this is cool.
Can't even blame the booze, my boy.
People are gonna love this. I got a question for you.
Sure.
It has to do with can you separate the artist from the art? So with regards to our friend Puff Daddy, P Daddy, Papa Daddy Pop,
Oh, yeah.
are you gonna delete this music? Can we still listen to it? Or what's your verdict?
I think I don't know, bro. I never engage in these conversations, you know.
Oh really?
Uh-uh.
You make like comedy. You only
This man has a squeaky clean record, and now we know why. He knows.
No.
He knows
Stay away.
where
No,
to
no.
dabble.
It's an interesting one, man.
It's like the same with Michael Jackson, Kanye West. Like, can you enjoy the art without supporting the artist?
No, Kanye, with Kanye, I still fuck with his music. I mean, dope artists are sometimes crazy, and Kanye is that, right?
Yeah.
He's just, he's a bit,
it's okay.
he doesn't have equilibrium. So with Kanye, I still fuck with Kanye's music. I won't watch his interviews and stuff. But with
I like what he sings, not says.
but with Diddy, I think I'm done. It's a wrap, eh?
Yeah.
With Diddy, I'm like, oof.
But that's gonna be so interesting because I wonder, like, if you're in a club and a DJ plays, it,
Everybody
people
walks
gonna walk
out.
out or like just
Yeah,
stop
everybody
dancing.
walks out.
People gonna.
It's big debates around there, but I mean we'll see what happens.
Yeah. See what pans out.
in terms of who comes out on.
like it's not gonna affect any of us. Like it's so far away.
We're in Randburg, bro.
Yeah, we're in Randburg. Like
We're in
no one's
fucking
gonna.
Randburg, bro.
The
This
new
is-
CNN is not gonna go. The people in
Randburg.
Randburg are very upset.
Public outcry as community members of Randburg are disgusted by Puff Daddy. Yes.
So just circling back now, you mentioned old Opi Kopi.
Yes.
Just now, and I think probably one of my favorite pieces that I saw you do.
Oh God, yes.
I showed you about Mazi.
didn't.
Oh, the
You didn't
retired
show me.
coconut.
Yeah, the retired
Oh, man.
coconut.
You didn't. You just
Man,
told me about it. I'm
that-
still waiting for the clip, bro.
Okay, so basically, it's this dude Mazi is Brian with Amajit, his two friends, and these two white dudes pull up that is old school friends, whatever. And so
Yo.
you tell
yeah,
it.
man. So
Where can people see this? First of all?
I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
So with that show, it was on YouTube and SBC2, but then they had sold it to Netflix. So they took all the clips off YouTube in hopes of selling it to Netflix. And then someone in Netflix changed their mind. So now it was left on the internet forever. But it was basically a guy that used to be a coconut. Now he's a family man with a black wife and that kind of stuff. And his white boys come back for one more mission. And he's like, I'm retired. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. They're like, we need you for Opi Kopi. And Opi's like the trigger word. And he's telling him about all this going on and stuff. And then he realizes that the boot is still inside him. And yeah, he has one more mission, the retired coconut. He whips out his blazer. And yeah, that was my first sketch that I ever wrote, actually.
That's incredible.
Dude, it's incredible. There's a part where they're like, Mazzy, just say put just one more time, please, Mazzy. he says, my name is Masupuko. He rattles out this long name, and then they're like, come play. And no, I play what's it? I play chess now.
Yeah,
I play,
it's just denouncing his bootness, the inner boot. Yeah, it was. That the performer there, the high energy guy, Dusty Rich, he's moved to Australia now, but he was a gym, South African stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Great comic, great performer. That was a show called Bantu Hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a sketch
Yeah, it
comedy
was
show?
purely sketch show. Kagisul Diga was a head writer, and all of us, that was a great opportunity for all of us to learn how to write and also get comfortable performing in front of camera. Because from then onwards, a lot of us got ads based on our performances in certain sketches from that, and also learning how to work in a writing room collaboratively with other comics and like learning how to use Final Draft as well. Yeah. So shit like that, it taught us a lot about industry standards. And because I mean, in our 20s, truthfully, a lot of us were functioning alcoholics as comedians, right? So you're not getting that much money, you're getting a tab at the bar.
Yeah,
so
you're getting paid with booze.
right,
Pretty much.
you're getting shit-faced on a Tuesday. So every day is a Friday for you fundamentally. And you're 24, bro. You don't have anything to do. You don't thinking about tomorrow and shit. Yeah. So that gave us a sense of responsibility, making it to work on time, making sure you're on set, sober or not hungover and that kind of shit. So it was a great learning curve in terms of professionalism. And a lot of us took from that and became better, I guess, entertainers.
So that's one thing that interests me, and it's a skill set that I think I could do, but obviously you guys are more equipped. I know you've done a couple of writing courses. The process of writing, like, is it something, like I'm saying, like as a novice coming in here, is it this high attainable thing, or is it a process? Is it a way of thinking? Is it a...
Well, I mean, for me, the genre that I specialize in is comedy, right? So I write in all formats of comedy. I've punched up like ads, 30-second ads of series. I've punched up a couple of episodes for shows. I've punched up people's movies. I've written my own movies, and I've helped people write obviously sketch shows and long format series as well. So once you understand your genre, well, I'm speaking from my perspective, so I understand the language of comedy and the rules of comedy, it's easier for me. Yeah. But once I have like what the characters are and the character Bible is kind of, I guess it has enough color, I know how to work with it. On the flip side, I've worked on some things where I needed the money and it was atrocious.
Yeah.
But do you like put times aside per day that you go, I write 6 to 8 in the morning, or like it's homework? Writing is homework all the way.
For me, it's fun, bro. It's fun. So I don't create out of necessity. I create when I feel it. So otherwise, it's not organic. It's the same with my gags as well. If I don't write jokes if I don't feel like it's truthful and it's what I feel right now. If I'm just writing for the sake of writing, I guess for other people's projects, I can come punch up a script for that as a mercenary. I don't mind doing that. But my own personal projects, some take me like one feature my only feature. It took me about 4 months to write. And now I'm writing this short story. It's a short film. It's absurdist. But it's taken me about 10 months for half the work. Yeah. But I'm not going to force myself to write it if I don't feel like it's coming out of me organically. Yeah. So that's my approach for my own projects. I let it come organically. But other people's projects, if you need me to help out, I can tap into the funny. Yeah.
So I hate that. We've got this idea. Here's the brief. Yeah. We need it by Tuesday. Please come up with concepts. And I'm going... Ooh, because also the thing is, the greatest idea could hit me today at 4 p.m. Or I might have nothing this time next week.
But then is that when they give you that brief, do you have to come with kind of solutions by yourself, or do you have a team that you work with, right? Because then your process changes.
It's usually one or two man operation kind of thing. But
how do you work better by yourself?
No. I love collaborating. I actually don't even like writing things down until. Like, I want to start a conversation, go boom, boom, boom. Oi, and then this
Okay.
happens and that happens. Okay, let's start jotting down ideas. But I'm not like that blank canvas guy that goes, character.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's way too clinical for me.
We did a brainstorm now for a car brand that makes buggies. I can't say anything, NDAs and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But they brought us in as mercenaries, so they had to brief on the thing for long, and whatever they came with as an agency, the client wasn't fucking with it. So they brought us about 4 comedians in, and we just came in cocky and shit, hungover, whatever. We gave them like 5 ideas in an hour, bro. But like,
That's a lot.
just knocking off the wall, just seeing how far we can push the envelope and just going crazy. So if it's fun for me, I say in the wheelhouse of funny, it's never going to be hard.
Yeah.
It's never going to be challenging. Yeah. It's always going to be. It's funny.
Yeah.
So if there's anything, if the foundation isn't, the intention is to be funny, it's a language that I understand and I speak
and
better
it's
than
in
most.
you. It's part of. It's like muscle memory. It's like
Exactly.
a soccer player or like Messi or whatever. He does what he does because it's just in him.
You've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's comedy. It's your
And
perspective.
And a lot of us are not just practitioners, we're also fans of comedy, right? So we're students of the craft. So we're always consuming more and we're listening and we watch. We even, like for me, I still watch I even watch these TikTokers and these guys on social media because they're doing their own kind of little short format ads.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, they're doing 30 seconds things are funny and they still have the rules of 3, right? Set up, our premise, set up, punchline. Yeah, so they're still doing the rules of comedy. They may not know how they're doing it, but it's still rules of 3. So it's fun to watch and learn how these kids just organically taught themselves the rules of 3, which is basically the principles of stand-up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always going to be easy writing comedy.
Did you, just for interest sake, did you grow up religious at all?
Yeah.
So from Afrikaner perspective, like a lot of the times, because I'm not a comedian per se as like stand-up, but I make comedic content. A lot of the times, the fact that I grew up super Christian, even though I'm not the same person anymore, it's like holding me back of saying certain things. Like there's sometimes a conservative side that kicks in. And do you see that with yourself as well?
I wouldn't say so much on stage, but I think more in like my lived experiences. Oh man, I want to say this in a polite way. I did some shows in Berlin, right? And then afterwards, this gentleman says, let's go to a sex club. I thought he said a strip club. This nigga took me to the biggest swinging club in Western Europe. So I saw things there that I thought I was progressive. I thought I'm a man of the world. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga. I was in there for like 2 minutes. I was like, no, bro. This is evil, bro.
Game of Thrones.
Satan lives here. But, so there are also topics I wouldn't touch on stage because of that kind of, I thought I was progressive, but it was actually just, I don't know, being self-righteous because I've traveled a lot or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you to a certain extent. There are certain things that I wouldn't go over that line. Yeah. But there's guys that don't give a fuck about the line.
No.
spit on the
There's
line.
people who have skipped
Yeah.
happily over the line. So we're wrapping it up now.
Wonderful.
Because we got places to go, things to talk about, buckies and things. No, I'm just kidding. I know the input's already been done. Wanted to say though, in terms of networking, man. Like, so this is one of the biggest things coming from a small from a small town myself. Never understood the value in networking. Got here, I obviously met you. We probably haven't utilized.
At all.
Haven't
Bro.
utilized this relationship.
No.
But yeah, meeting, bro. Okay, it's worked hard. Okay, and then just in terms of your own experience in networking in the big city, what's that vibe been like?
Fuck, I suck at that, eh?
Yeah,
Like, I don't know how to work the room, as they call it.
yeah.
I just like I'm trying to work on it now because I've consciously realized that I'm not good at enough. There's maybe been some missed opportunities, but like my whole thing the whole time was like, just give me a microphone, I'm funny.
Yeah.
Why should I still have to sell myself after I made you laugh? But now I'm realizing I have to fucking schmooze and how the babies, you're right. Eh? And little Kevin, is he still playing hockey? I don't have a child. Yeah, that's what I thought, Samantha. I'm learning that shit, how to work the room, remember names and be present and stuff. But like, I've just been I don't use like the word artist as just focus on my craft, but that's what I was for the longest time. I was just like, yo, man, I'm good at funny. Just give me a microphone, a stage, and an audience. And
But
I'll
I think
sell
your
myself.
biggest business cards will always be
Your work.
don't tell me, show me.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. Like I want to see the stuff. When I see something that blows my mind, I'm gonna make an effort to contact you or reach out. Instead of like the guy like trying to, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm busy here. Now you want to network.
We had a situation. It's happened to me twice now with me and Mojax. The first time, am I allowed to mention brands here?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, we did
Look
a
for
thing.
sponsors.
No,
We're looking for sponsors.
we did a thing. This is maybe like 2018 at the Goliath Club in Melrose. So it's Pops, myself, and Mojack with a bank. There's very few banks in the Republic. You process of elimination. So cool. We all perform on stage. We kill it. Rock and roll. Wonderful times. So now it's time we chilling backstage and Pops comes up to us like, hey guys, what you doing? We're like, no, we We just done now. He's like, no, it's a corporate. You have to go work the room. We're like, oh, okay. But you know Pops, bro. Pops is always on.
Yeah.
Hey! Pravesh, everyone's names and that kind of stuff, shaking hands, kissing babies. Me and Mojack get downstairs and we're like, we don't have
slotting into a 3-man conversation.
bro, we just ended up chilling by the bar and like, yo, we got to get better at this shit. And we're like, yeah, but let's just go back upstairs and drink. And we did that. Fast forward to this year, bro. We just did a show now for a insurance company. I can't mention the brand again. But same situation. We perform, kill that shit. Fucking babies like, oh, we love you. Fire, cool. Now we're chilling backstage, reflecting on the shit. Now it's me, Mojack, and Robbie. Pops comes backstage again. He's like, hey, guys, what are you doing? We're like, no, we just like, hey, man. You have to go out there and schmooze. Like, okay, yeah, it's been 4 years. We better now. We're in our 30s. Same situation. Everyone introduces us to me, the CEO of the company, and then nothing came out of our mouths for like 4 minutes, bro. We were just like talking to ourselves like shy babies and shit. Yeah, it was. I don't know how to do it, is what I'm trying to say to you guys. I don't know how to network, bro.
No, well, that's it's an important trait. I like
the algorithm. Let the algorithm do the networking these days. Just send you the videos.
I want to improve that. I want to learn.
Okay, well, we'll
give me lessons.
Yeah, I'm just wondering though if I'm ever gonna trust you saying anything about my kid, like, "Hey, little Bobby."
No.
But bro, yeah, like I say, absolutely appreciate your craft. And hey, man, there's a lot of people that make funny out there, but you make that belly laugh funny from that place that's close to tragedy. You know, that's kind of thing.
Thank you.
And we appreciate it. Can't wait to see what else you do. We're standing by. What are we standing by for? Some novels and
I got a new mixtape coming out. It's called
autobiography. You got an autobiography.
It's called I Wish My Dad Had Left So I Could Have Become a Rapper. Because I have a theory that single mothers raise the best rappers. My dad was there.
Yeah.
Now I'm a middle class comedian.
Kanye West. I mean, his mom.
You know? That's what I'm saying. Name one rapper from a good home. Exactly.
And all the superheroes don't have parents.
Shit. Orphans, eh? Yeah, there's a thread. Fathers, leave if you want your children to be great. That's the message from Mothebe. Abandon them niggas. Do like other parents. Go buy cigarettes. Just go buy some
like
menthols.
superheroes.
Yeah.
Eminem's mom. Oh, but Eminem's mom is I don't do
No,
it.
I say single mothers raise the best rappers.
Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for being on the show, dude.
Thanks, guys. No, don't leave your kids as well. If people are watching this, don't take advice from a fucking comedian that lives in London. Be better.
Bro, good luck with you going to Europe
soon. Yeah.
It's gonna.
When is this gonna air?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Next week.
Fair enough.
But enjoy it.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Is it weekend?
For us, it's weekend. Just.